Hello, class. So apparently I was checking Canvas today and we have a teaching assignment. Today, we will be teaching waves, but let me get into a more comfortable space. Now that we have more space, let me take you to my classroom. Okay. How's your guys' days going? What's going good? You guys ready to learn about sine waves and cosine waves? Anyways, let's cut to when I have my whiteboard.
It's not here. There it is. It came a little late. Alrighty. Let's do some waves. Alright. Today we're going to be graphing cosine and sine, some trigonometry. Rise with me. Welcome to class, everybody. Alright. Today, would you guys like to graph sine or cosine first? You choose in the comments. So it's coming in close with the poles, but sine is coming out on top. So I guess we're graphing sine first. Alright. So the cool thing about this is it's going to be relatively the same every time. And you can always set up the same type of graph. And it doesn't have to actually be proportioned either. You can just set up lines. So whenever we're graphing sine, and so I'm just going to start with graphing normal sine. So we're going to graph sine of x is this graph. So I like to draw it and pretty much only to the right. It will go right and left infinitely, but I generally just do the right side because it's pretty easy. So we have 0, and then I'm going to draw a line over here, and then I'm going to split it into fourths as evenly as I can. Because what this is this is going to be 2 pi out here, and these are going to be pi, 3 pi over 2, and pi over 2. Split it into 4, because that right there is what we call a period in our sine wave. So every period is when the graph repeats itself. And when you have a base of sine, the maximum and minimum will always be -1 and 1. Because it is impossible to get an angle or a number higher than that, if that makes sense. Think about the unit circle, everybody. Alright, anyways, here's how the sine works. I'm going to try to speed this up for you guys, so maybe we'll put this on 2 times speed for the next couple 30 seconds. So here's what we're going to do. First point in the sine is always going to start at 0, 0. Alright? Then, start making its way up, and then down, and then up. Alright? That's how a sine wave works. So we're going to do a little. Simple. Very simple. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a sine wave. Okay? If you want to look at how it works, you can look through a unit circle and be like, hey, that makes a lot of sense. But for now, we're just going to be like, that's how you do it. Because it's the same way with a parabola. You can understand like why it works, and you can even input the values. If I put pi over 2, it will equal that. If you put pi